So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. It is week 4 of season 24 and that brings us here to the world renowned Francorchamps circuit for week 4. It's Thursday evening, it's Thursday evening, which means it's time for GT2, and we were treated to as usual 3 excellent races from GT3 last night at Laguna Seca, and well, can we expect more of the same great action tonight here with the GT2 boys at Francorchamps then. So a quick reminder of the format for tonight then. We have a Porsche race first, of course everybody in the equal Group 4 Porsche Carreras on the sports soft tyres, remember. This is a standalone championship, so every man for themselves. And the grid for this one has been decided by reverse championship order, so I'll go through that in a second. And then later on, of course, we've got our Super Formula race with everybody in the SF23 Super Formula cars for a 20-lap race around here. And so, of course, we're starting with the Porsches, which have provided some great racing. Now, the Porsches weren't on the agenda last week. It was just Super Formula. But they are back this week. And as I mentioned, it's reverse championship order for the grid. So let's have a look at how the championship stands for the Porsches coming into this week. Where are we? Porsches. There we go then. So Blue Flag then leading the way after the first 2 weeks on 27 points, which means that he will be on the back row and joined by Unsafe Release. Of course, those two have won the 2 races so far this season. Unsafe is level on points with Lennon on 20, but with his victory means he will be starting on the back row, Lennon, then starting just ahead of them alongside Homer. And we've got Joker in 5th on 18, Panda in 6th on 17 points, Switchback is in 7th on 16, Biggles is in 8th place on 15, Jordan is 9th on 14 points, Dusty Foster is 10th on 13, Royston sits P11 on 12, we've got Glynn in 12th place on 7 points, Jonesy with 5 points in 13th, and Nobby Norris rounding off the grid on 4 points, which means that it's reverse grid order, and therefore Nobby then leading the way. Start to rise then. Oh, Nobby's jumped the start. And everybody gets away. And they're going to avoid Nobby's stricken car. Now he moves, but Nobby forgot to hold the brake. And has lost the start. They lost the lead immediately to Glynn, who's running down towards turn 1, but down the inside of him comes Royston. In the Jaffa Cakes car, bit of contact at La Source. Oh, sideways is Josie. A couple of cars out back wide. It's the Panda on Unsafe Release there, and one of the Sim Demon cars off as well. But Glynn and leads as they head down towards Eau Rouge for the first time. Royston then holding off Jonesy. Dusty Foster in 4th, so it would have been Joker then who was Silas, and Jordan's got a penalty there. The Doritos car had a big old switchback. Homer, Blue Flag, Lennon, Nobby, Panda, Unsafe and Joker. They head down then towards Lacoon for the first time, 3 wide then down the straight. Glenn continues to lead then, Royston still in 2nd, Josie in 3rd, looking for way by. Then you've got Dusty Fossil and Jordan side by side as they come out of Lacoon, heading down towards Bruxelles. Frantic action here on the opening lap. This car's jostling for position. Josie looking up the inside of Royston. Oh, who's that in the grass? It's Biggles. Oh, he gets it stopped there, almost into the side of Jordan. What happened to Biggles there? He's wide again, all over the place. Biggles having a bit of a shocker on this lap, as Josie has got 3 into 2nd then. What has happened to Royston? He's down to 4th. The pack shuffling then. Switchbacks up to 3rd then. Good start from him. We've got Royston in 4th, Jordan's out wide there through Pouon. Looks like a penalty, another one in the pack there. Who was that for? This Blue Flag. The penalty then. And Panda in 9th. Lennon, Nobby Norris. It was Joke up the inside. Oh, well, kicking up already, absolutely. Oh, Nobby is very sideways there, coming through Piff Path. Gathers it up though, and drops all the way down to 13th. He's now got Biggles on his inside. Biggles is sideways as well. Those two having all sorts of drama so far, but the map up front is unsure. It is Glynn, who is checked out to the tune of 1.1 seconds. So they make their way then down out of the Paul Frere up towards Blanchimont. Now, normally this is flat on racing tyres, but you need a bit of a comfort lift through here on these sports tyres. And then leading the way, Jonesy now starting to just close in ever so slightly, bringing Switchback with him. Front they've got a little bit of a gap into the bus stop for the first time. Then Zach looking to make a move on Jonesy there. They're both sideways coming out the bus stop, but Glyn then leads the first lap. 1 down, 5 go. Good evening, chat to the Goose. Good evening, Derek. Glyn's a little bit wide there. Car's not wanting to turn on those sports tyres. Oh, and Zach's had a big drama there. He's always at the pit wall. Pit manoeuvres himself, but gets away with it. But he has now dropped back from Jonesy. Falling into the gap between him and Royston, who holds 4th place. Homer right behind him in the Duff car. And Pando's making his way forward now. He's into 6th place. Dusty Fossil in 7th and Blue Flag in 8th. 9th is Leonard with a half-second penalty. Joker's in 10th. Unsafe is 11th. Biggles is 12th. Jordan is 13th with a 2nd penalty now. That's 2 laps and 2 penalties so far. And Nobby Norris is having all sorts of tries. His race has just gone backwards from the word go. Jumped the start and it's gone downhill ever since. But up front there now, Jonesy has latched on to Glyn. Jonesy's not had the best run so far in the Porsches. The 2 races so far, just 5 points to his name. So he can more than double his points haul here if he stays here, or better still, he'll be looking to take the lead. So around Brussels for the 2nd time. his race went downhill before the word go. Yes, absolutely go. And then leading them down into P1 for the 2nd time. Back of the car just drifting ever so slightly. See right there, switch back then, trying to latch back on again. Royston's out a little bit wide. There are Pandas up the inside. So Pandas past both him and Homer. And Royston there very nearly having a big old moment there on the outside. I think gets on the curve on the next P1, but gets it back in between the white lines. Down 6th place now. And we've got Dusty Fossil and Blue Flag. Lennon with that half-second penalty is about to serve it. Joker up into 10th. And Unsafe and Biggles battling. And Biggles on the outside of Unsafe there. Jordan's there with his penalty as well. That'd be nice. A little bit further back then. Leaders then making their way up towards Blanchimont again. Gap is 3.5 tenths. Been doing a really good job so far. Very impressive so far. That had a good run though from Blanchimont. Does he fancy moving to the bus stop? He does. He's down the inside, but he's not close enough. Drops back in again. Zaki meanwhile is closing in again as well in 3rd place. He's had a good launch up the chicane there, and he's closing. They're side by side. Has he got the overlap? He's just about overlapped with Glyn. But he's not close enough now. Oh, bit of a nudge there as they come round the La Source hairpin. Switchback gets ever closer. And Panda is also now starting to reel these front guys in. So he's breaching that gap. There he is. Sort of sideways there out of La Source on lap 1. He managed to gather it up though. Fighting his way forward now. Chasing down the podium, we've got Homer, then a bit of a gap back, then Royston's just dropping back ever so slightly, and then we've got Dusty Fossil. Lennon go around the outside of Blue Flag there, onto the Kemmel straight, so he's got a great run up through Eau Rouge. And into 8th place he goes. Blue Flag of course leading the championship in the Porsches, on 27 points. Lennon just a point behind him. Tied with Unsafe Release, of course, who won the last Porsche race at Monza in week 2. He was mired behind Biggles. He was all having some dramas on lap 1, but he's recovered well. Unsafe, not making the progress he would like. He's got Joker just tucked in behind him. Jordan has got so far done 3 laps and has got 3 penalties, so he's consistent. But I think he'd like to get rid of that consistency. Nobby Norris has joined him though in the penalty game this time around. Jonesy then leads. There's been a change up front. They slide into P1 for the 3rd time then. So Glyn's grasp on the lead of the race has been broken. Jonesy hits the front. Now, can he break away? Will Glyn come back? Zach's now latched onto the back. Tim and Panda's there as well. And Homer also has come with them. So front 5 covered by 2 seconds. It's like watching GT3 again yesterday. 2 seconds covers your front 5. We are lap 3 of 6 then. So this is the half race distance. Panda going fastest of all through second corner. They come out of Paul Frere corner into this winding back section then. Jones's lead is 9/10 of a second, but Glyn has had a better run onto the back straight and is closing back in. Just bringing this pack with him as well. Blanchimont we go. Zach's going to run wide there. Is that going to be a penalty? Hannah's on the outside of him then. And fancies a run. Oh, Glenn's late early on the brakes and Panda has to take avoiding action. Did really well to avoid a big smash there. Drops him back to 5th. Brown tries him over for Panda. And Homer's going to try and take advantage then. So Zach's up to 2nd. Glenn and Homer side by side as they cross the line. Panda down to 5th. And then on the outside, laying on the brakes. Just lets off the brake there. Going to go deep into... Oh, I think Glenn caught the inside wall. They're still side by side. There's head down out of the source towards Homer. Got another pack of 5 behind as well. We're going to see if these two can sort themselves out then. Who's going to be brave? Who's going to back out? Yeah, Glenn does a sensible thing there and drops in behind Homer. Then Royston with Lennon now all over the back of him. Dusty Fossil, blue flag, Adlon safe for the 2nd penalty. Wow, where's he got that from? Back straight we go. Any moves happening? Oh, switch back with a half-second penalty and Panda. And Panda's just making the move on Glynn into Lacoon. He's going to fight back on the inside though, but Panda's going to round him up on the outside. He'll have the inside for the next part of the corner. Glynn's still there though, fighting hard. Oh, he's made a bit of a mistake there though. He's drifting around the last part of Lacoon. Lennon got the move done on Royston. He's up to 6th now. Blue flag, Dusty Bottle and unsafe side by side further back. And so for that 2nd penalty. Ooh, blue flag. Thought he was going to get a tag there. They've got stopped and all this battling, letting Joker close in. Biggles is coming as well. Jordan, just for consistency's sake, has got another penalty. Jordan, what are you doing? Oh, he's very wide there. That's not the optimal line. Probably the rest of behind. So, all that squabbling behind to see Jonesy check out to a 2.9 second lead. And he's looking very comfortable in this one then. At the moment, he heads down into Campus Corner. A little bit wide there. So that he's 4.5 tenths purple, and so Jonesy on for the fastest lap hit. Switchback's about to serve his penalty there, which will drop him behind Homer. Panda will also be serving his. So Switchback will lose just the 1 place, which he does. And we've got Glynn in 5th. Closing back in on those two. Bringing Lennon with him now. Into Blanchard on we go. Lennon's very wide there, very wide Lennon. Is that where they're getting the penalties from? No penalty there, so I'm not sure where they're getting them from. Graham Wickersham could absolutely hold his own in GT1, I agree. Homer has been very quick this season. Of course, won last time out at Watkins Glen in the Super Formulas. Being a very speedy boy. So this pack is all coming together again. Blue flag now closing the gap. Royston's still in there as well. Joker's now up to 9th, ahead of unsafe. Dusty Fossil's down to 11th. Biggles, Jordan. So far, not got a penalty. So let's see how long that is. Nobby Norris, though, has got one. A little bit further back. Jonesy then 3.5 seconds to the good. Onto the penultimate lap of the race end. So this is his race to lose. As Homer now picks up a penalty then. So that one's from Eau Rouge. Having used the penalty to get ahead of a switchback. Well, he got ahead of switchback, he was ahead of Panda anyway. Safe did a 33s earlier. Well, at the minute, safe despite that pace is down in P10. He's not made the progress, but his pace, not his best minute. He's got 35.1, so somewhere to 33 at the moment. But he's in traffic, so it's difficult. We'll go for a lunge there. Though. Oh, big old send on Joker into Brussels. He's robust. Next target is Royston. Blue flag and Lennon resuming their battle from week 1. Currently 6th and 7th. Glynn still going well in P5. Another gap then up the road to Panda. On the back of switchback. Switchback's on the back at Homer, and of course Homer's going to have to serve that half-second penalty at the moment. He has just been taking a bit of time out of Jonesy, but Jonesy's still got 3 seconds in hand. Round the Paul Frere corner, and then about to serve his half-second penalty. Now this should see Zach get back ahead of him, although Zach has dropped back quite a lot there, so he's closing. Good evening, Dane. Wave of the Danish flags, please. His royal thickness is in the chat. And Zach is closing in. The sun comes out on the circuit as well, so the clouds have parted. Which should help with the grip levels. Into the bus stop chicane, and Sahoma's held on to P2 there. So he built that gap there. Zach there, very aggressive over the curbs. He's right back on the tail now. In fact, where is he? What's happened to Zach? Oh, Zach's had a moment. Almost off the circuit there. And Panda goes through onto the podium. So Zach there had a moment out of the final chicane and ends up losing the place. So Panda onto the podium. Glynn still holding fifth. Lennon has latched back onto him again. He's now dealt with blue flag for the time being. Then we've got Joker unsafe for the penalty. Royston in 10th. Dusty Fossil. And Biggles. Bobby Norris still going round. P14. Thierry Henry's number. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. So Jonesy's lead then 4.6 seconds on this last lap. Looking very, very comfortable here. So the back then, can Panda do anything about Homer? Shift it back a little bit. Glynn has got Lennon all sorts of over him. And behind him is Blue Flag, who now has another half-second penalty. So he will probably stay where he is. A big gap behind him though. We've got this Joker on the safe who has the penalty. Royston, Dusty Fossil and Biggles. Joker was a little bit wide there. Look at the cars back here, what are you doing? Dusty Fossil a little bit wide there. Coming out of no name. And Joker's having to go defensive from on the safe then. Ian Sapuon sends him the long way around. And safe to get the inside, but again Joker shutting the door in his face. Oh, Leonard at the inside of Glynn. Into Piff Paff. Glynn's trying to fight back. Trying to do the crisscross. And the crisscross over the other side as well. But now Leonard's got the move done. Blue flag's there, but he's about to serve his half-second penalty, so he'll drop out of this battle. So Glynn just needs to keep his eyes on that Porsche ahead of him. Get in that slipstream. Try and get him moving to the bus stop. Back, Joker ahead of unsafe is about to serve his penalty, so Royston will go through. Marshall is that to Dusty Fossil. Here goes Jordan. Safe, but into the bus stop for the final time then. Here comes Jonesy. Driven a superb race. He's picked his moments, and he will pick up his first victory of season 24 in the Porsche race. Jonesy wins. Takes the fastest lap on the last lap as well with a 34.1. Homer comes across P2, Panda P3. Oh, switchback in Lennon, drag race to the line. Switchback holds on just from Lennon. Glynn finishes 6th. Blue Flag is 7th. Who's going to finish 8th? It's everybody else to the line, but it's going to be Joker from Royston, from Unsafe, from Dusty Fossil, from Biggles. Jordan, just for consistency's got another penalty. Does his fastest lap of the race on the final lap as well. Despite starting first and before everybody else, he will unfortunately be the last one to finish. Into the bus stop comes Nobby. Crosses the line. And that then is your Porsche race over and done with then. So victory for Jonesy, his first of the season. And he could be happy with that because he is. But emphatically sorts that out there with a dominant victory by 4.3 seconds in the end there over Homer. Panda getting third. Switchback just held off Lennon at the line there. So again, another poor bus stop chicane, and Lennon, who was under threat from Glynn. So I don't know what happened to Zach, but he very nearly gave up fourth place, but just held off there. The charging Lennon, who comes up to fifth. Glynn gets a solid P6 there. Good. A little bit there, but still solid pace from him there. Blue Flag gets P7. Joker comes home in P8, leading that pack of cars with Royston right behind him. Then Unsafe, Dusty Fossil and Biggles in the blink of an eye. Jordan crosses the line 13th. And Nobby Norris there, the final finisher. But the first starter. Absolutely, Jordan. Did you get one on lap 5? I didn't see you on lap 5, but you had one every other lap at least. So that was superb consistency, but don't do it again. Right then, well, that's a small matter of the Porsche race over and done with. So now we move over to the Super Formula cars then. So everybody in the Honda SF23 Super Formula car. Now this is the Teams Championship, of course, so we've got 7 teams represented. And now we'll pick over the standings. Now we do every single lap. Superb work, sir, superb work. So team standings then for Super Formulas for R3. So the championship looks like this after Watkins Glen, and it is Homer who leads the way after victory last time out. Pipping switchback there in that titanic battle. He leads the way on 78 points. Lennon, of course, he was victorious at Autopolis in week 1. He is second on 70 points. Switchback, 2 runner-up finishes in a row. He sits third in the points on 66 points. Then we've got Biggles in 4th. Team Pac-Man, of course, we've got Ridgeline Lubricants Racing leading the way. Ferrari in 2nd. Levi Rich Racing to switch back in 3rd. Biggles and Team Pac-Man in 4th on 62. And we've got Panda in what was Team Silk Cup, is now back to Team Milka Mongs. He's in 5th place on 58. Blue Flag, of course, who came into last week leading the way, but he was in Germany watching Arsenal get. So he missed last week. He slips to 6th in the standings then on 54. Unsafe Release is 7th. And the other 2, of course, Blue Flag Team Penske. Dusty Fossil in 8th. Sim Demon on 42. Then we've got Royston from Ridgeline Racing Lubricants on 38 in 9th. 10th place we find Jonesy, Team Penske on 30. And 11th we've got Glyn, Team Pac-Man on 22. 12th is Nobby, 2nd Ferrari. He's on 18 points. Joker is 13th in the 2nd Sim Demon car on 16. And Jordan bringing up the rear currently for Levi Rich Racing on 13. So we've got a 5-minute qualifying session coming up. Should be enough time for a couple of laps, maybe 3. Everybody will be on the medium tyres qualifying. And then we go into the race, 20-lap race. Of course, just 1 set of medium tyres available in the race. So picking your moment when to use those tyres is going to be critical. But we're also going to have to look at a bit of fuel management here, because the fuel only goes about 6 laps, and that means potentially a free stopper if you're going to go flat out. So a bit of fuel save will be needed. Absolutely don't, yep. Going from the Porsche on support soft tyres to the Super Formula cars on very sticky racing tyres. And it's like, I'm walking to have a rocket up your arse. These Super Formula cars are glued to this racetrack. They are a lot of fun. Eau Rouge is barely even noticeable, and Pouon as well. Top 6th gear, just flatter. Get your turning point right. You can literally hang it around there, and that car just sticks to the ground. It is an absolutely wonderful car to drive. It's tricky on low speed, of course, the downforce is lower. So these cars, of course, big front and rear wings, quite a lot of downforce. That's where the grip comes from. Of course, at lower speed stuff, a little bit twitchy. Not got quite so much load. Relying more on the mechanical grip and on those hard tyres. Medium tyres, not quite so much grip, so can be a bit of a handful. Last week we had our F1 style qualifying session, which is why we didn't have the Porsche race. It was Homer who prevailed in a great battle there. Zach led the way for so long, but he was unsure if he could make the medium tyres last the full stint, so he went 1 lap extra, and that was enough for Homer to leapfrog him during the pit cycles. His out lap and flying lap was quicker than Zach's. He made it full use of it then to be victorious. Zach, though, a solid P2. Well, we've had a 1-minute warning. I'm yawning. Lap time wise, what are we going to be looking at here then? Well, fastest lap is a 56.4. I think on the medium tyres, 55s are very possible, maybe even a 54 if somebody gets it absolutely hooked up. So we shall see. Just burning a little bit of fuel. These cars are a little bit lighter, and that will also help towards the end of the stint. But even on full tanks of fuel, the Let's go for qualifying. Blue for that. Probably the first one out. No, Biggles will be the first one out, only because he's in the pit lane. Yep. How's our team doing? Well, we haven't got there yet. Zach got 4th in that race. Jordan got 13th because he liked picking up penalties. Being weirdos as usual. The car's making their way then onto track. So they're out then. 5-minute qualifying, so just a brief session. We've got to make those laps count. We're going to get 2 laps in, so burn as much fuel as you can do on this opening out lap. To conserve in the race. I hope you get some practice now, Chubbs, so stop dribbling on yourself. As they're making their way around. The googly eyes there on Biggles' helmet is outstanding. You're welcome to join me if you want, sure. By all means. He's then just warming his tyres up. Go on board. A driver's eye view of Francorchamps in a super Formula car, then into the bus stop we go. There you go then. He's going to take the wide entry, so I'm going to go for the tight one. Here we go then, of course overtake is available in qualifying then. On the gas then. Second gear full of sauce. Third gear, and speed starts to build. Pushing the overtake down, they'll have to build the speed up. Cruise there, barely even registers, just a little kink in these cars. Building, touching 177 miles an hour. Pull hard on the gearbox down to 3rd gear for Lecombe. Left and right. Right there, man. Those bollards are killers for these cars. And drop down towards Bruxelles. Down 2nd gear, get the nose in. 3rd. Get the power down a little bit earlier, then quickly over to the right hand side for No Name. Again, minding those bollards on the inside. And plunging down the hill towards Pouon again on the overtake. Just fling it in. We had a bit of a lift there, didn't quite get the line. I think he caught the inside curb on the entrance to Pouon. Into Piff Paff he comes. Down to 3rd gear, up against those curbs. Fourth down to 3rd gear. Through Campus into Paul Frere. Now the speed builds then. And then brake as late as you dare for the bus stop. Down the 2nd gear. On the button again. And the lap time is a 54.7. Solid lap there from Biggles. Unsafe, however, has gone quicker immediately behind him. Puglin in the 2nd Pac-Man car. He goes 3rd. He's dropped by Lennon. He goes into 4th, and then Pandey into 2nd place, then to the 10th back. I'll start to fly in now. Oh, I'm just going to jump in a pie with Sean. Oh, there, Sean. Onto the board. Homer then is the man leading the way, the 53.4. That is a very impressive lap there from Homer. There's a lot of overtake on that lap though. See him burning again as he heads up the Kemmel Straight. He's 1.1 seconds ahead of the field there. That is a hell of a lap from Homer. That will take some beating. Got sparking their way through P1. Russell in the background.
Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I was on mute. I've done that before, commenting on qualifying.
Easily done. An unsafe release is responding to Homer's lap. Then he's 22 thousandths up. He comes out of Paul Frere, heading up towards the final couple of corners. Whereas Biggles, he's out the road. He's currently 4th. Because this Homer's not messing around. Absolutely not. That is a very, very quick lap. How could
Oh my
respond?
God, how's he done that?
Don't know. Biggles then to the line. Oh, it's 53.9. Half a second down still. Unsafe release. 53.7. Also come up just a little bit short. Blue flag's coming through now. Somebody ahead of him. I'm not sure who it is. It's Glynn. Crosses the line. Goes up to 11th. Blue flag. Goes 3rd. Oh, Josie's sideways at the final corner. Goes 6th. Switch back to the line. Goes 5th. Lap times improving. Here comes Panda to the line. Stays 6th. Royston goes 7th. Lennon is cruising there, so Lennon's messed up his final run. And he will then not be improving on P9.
Jordan up to 8th.
Yeah, Jordan does 8th. He had a solid run last week, filling in for Chubbs at Watkins Glen, bagging himself a P6. So then it looks like Homer's lap was good enough. 53.4 was the time to beat, and nobody beat it. Unsafe came close with a 53.7. Blue flag. And Biggles also sneaking into the 50. Also did Zach actually, so we've got 5 drivers in the 53s.
I'm not going to lie, I mainly turned up just to see what sort of times and strategy people were looking at, because I haven't done any practice for tomorrow yet, but that scared me a little bit.
Lennon appears to have been balked in qualifying. He's not a happy bunny. So then that is qualifying done. And Homer on pole. Unsafe joins him on the front row. Blue flag and Biggles on row 2. Switchback and Panda together on the 3rd row. Royston and Jordan on row 4. Jonesy Lennon row 5. Joker and Dusty Fossil. All Sim Demon row 6. And Nobby Norris and Glynn together on row 7.
Could it rain?
It could rain. There is the threat of rain at Spa.
I mean, that's
it rains
only going to make it...
not on us in a couple of weeks.
Yes, very true. If it does rain in this race, it's only going to make it better for home, I would imagine. Yeah.
He is, of course, yeah, a bit of a wet weather expert as well, isn't he? So, here we go then. Here's your money on short.
Let's go. Oh, I'm not going to look past Homer based on that, to be honest.
That's probably a safe bet, yeah. I'm going to put money on... Yeah, I'm going to put Homer as well. Well, unsafe is quite good around here as well, so... It's going to be a spicy front row then. We've got 5 red lights.
See if he gets alongside on the run down.
Away we go. Everybody get a fairly good start there. Yeah. Jordan's had a good start. He's on the outside of Panda as they head towards He's on the grass. Blue flag on the inside of unsafe. A couple of cars wide. Oh, somebody's gone round. 2 cars up sideways.
Everybody stay pointing just about in the right direction.
Panda, I think, was sideways as Homer leads then up to Eau Rouge for the first time. How's the dirty air? Blue flag up to 3rd.
Homer's not been off the overtake button since the start of this race. He's already used nearly a quarter.
Nice. Burning through that then. Unsafe held off. Blue flag. Big old switchback. Royston. 3 wide in the pack. Down the back straight.
Lennon.
Then on the inside of Jonesy. Oh, Panda's off the track again.
Oh, it's been a terrible start for Panda. All the way down to the back.
And 13th then, Dusty Fossil just behind. Oh, is that side? Switchback's around.
He's gone. He's still in the wall. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Nobby Norris has gone round as well. Panda stopped and waited for him by the look of it.
Oh dear, contact there. Then so Homer then leads by 1.6 as he rounds Pooh on for the first time. Then he's got the break. And so giving chase then. Let's look at the tyre situation. The Homer, as you might expect for a man starting on pole, is on the mediums. That might explain his getaway. Unsafe behind him on the hards. That's his blue flag. Lennon's up to 4th already. He's had a great start on the hard tyre. Biggles in 5th. Hard tyre for him. Royston in 6th on the mediums. So both of the Ridgeline lubricants cars on the medium tyres. And Jones, he's on the hards in 7th. Mediums for Glynn. He's up to 8th as well. Oh, he's round. As I say that.
Oh, no.
360s and he's on his way again. 360 no scopes pull for a corner. Down to 11th.
Not lost too much time there. Still lap 1.
Yeah, Joker's on hards. John's
Royston
on mediums. Justy Fossil on hards.
Royston's made the move on Biggles pretty comfortably down to the bus stop.
He'll be on medium tyres. Panda's on hards. Switch back on hards. So at the end of lap 1, Homer leads by 3 seconds. He has checked out immediately. Oh, then has a big moment out of La Source. Almost pit manoeuvres himself. As Derek's just pointed out, he does need to make use of those medium tyres while he's got clear air.
Yep.
And check the hell out. And that is what he's doing. Then he's up by Rouge already as Unsafe comes into the corner.
If he can put in some of those qualifying laps, he's going to be very hard to catch.
Absolutely, but of course he will suffer the pain later on. Now I imagine he's either doing one of two things here, looking like he's going for his push stint here.
Yep.
He's just going to try and burn up these medium tyres, maximise them, but it will mean a shorter stint because you have to do a bit of fuel saving here if you want to make a 2-stop work. The fuel lasts about 6.3. So it's either 3-stop it or you've got to do a bit of fuel saving, but you can do fuel saving later on.
The tyres aren't really going to be an issue here, are they?
No, not at all. And he is motoring on then. They lead up to 5 seconds already. Unsafe in 2nd. Blue flag keeping him on in 3rd. Lennon's got Royston up the inside of him to poo on. Oh, that was brave. Royston there sticking his nose in.
It's going to go again.
Biggles keeping an eye on them as well. Yeah, turns to the
outside this time.
Oh. It was very similar between everybody in this pack here. We've got Jordan in the background with a penalty, just for different, just to differentiate from the Porsche race.
Hey, you wait till lap 2 this time.
He's at the inside of Biggles. He's serving his penalty. Lennon has broken clear of Royston for the time being.
I think Royston probably get another go.
Twisted bit in the sector, I think, so he'll close up again.
Radion, and he might even get. He might even get a chance earlier than that.
But Lennon, Royston, Biggles, Jordan, Jonesy, and Joker all in the line. A little bit of a gap back into Glynn. Robin Norrisco well 11th. Dusty Fossil up to 12th. Panda in 13th. Zach closing back on the pack in 14th.
Yeah, huge launch out turn 1 for Royston. He's right on the back of Lennon again.
Battle on for P2. Blue flag has caught Unsafe. Up the Camel straight. So there's a little bit of overtake to defend. Blue flag's using a bit to attack. He's in the slipstream. He's on the inside. Sparks are flying. Unsafe holds on. Good battling between these two. Safe there, just doing enough. As you said, it's close back in on Lennon. This is the sector here, the twisty section where those medium tyres will really come into their own.
Lennon's doing well to hold him off, though. It'll be really frustrating for Royston in a minute.
Yes.
Oh, there goes blue flag. Into the wall.
No, he's lost it out of no name. He's all the way down to P7, so behind Jordan. Of his teammate. Oh, Joker's very sideways there to poo on. Oh, it looked like from the camera. Oh, Nobby Norris up the inside of Glynn, through poo on. What a move! That was brave. Slung it down the inside.
Oh, Nobby! He pulls out about one of these every 5 or 6 races, doesn't he? Just pulls out an incredible move out of nowhere. Lovely stuff.
Panda all over the back of Dusty Fossil. Switch back there as well. Homer's lead is now 12 seconds and he's romping win. Lennon now is caught Unsafe. So having been attacked by Royston, he's now on the attack of Unsafe as they come into the bus stop chicane. Does he fancy a move? No, he does not. Unsafe there, wiggling his butt as he comes out of the bus stop. Twerking in Lennon's face in the back. Oh, in the wall in the background, who's that? It looked like Nobby. It was.
Oh, no.
Oh, having put that great move, he's then nose into the wall. That was 3 wide into La Source. Jordan, Jonesy.
Oh, no. Come on, Nobby. You can't get out of the wall. He's going again.
He's trying to nerd it around. He's trying to just nerf it around, isn't he? Look at this pack then. We've got 6 or 7 cars here. Jordan, Glyn, Jonesy, Joker, Panda, Dusty Fossil and Switchback all line at stern as they head down towards Eau Rouge. Switchback's on the overtake as he tries to make a move on Dusty Fossil. To the inside he goes. Move done. What's going on ahead? Got Jordan holding off Glyn. Battle for 7th. Big Horse on the back of Blue Flag. And then we've got Boyston unsafe and Lennon got the move done.
Ooh, Joker very wide. Oh, he kicked up a load of dirt but held on. His tyres are not going to help him coming round the right-hander, and he's wide again. Yeah, Panda is going to get him here. Cuts the nose. Yeah.
Let's have a look at the overtake situation then. So Homer, Sir Derek and Fever have just pointed out, has used nearly half of his overtake already.
He's also used a lot of fuel.
He's used a lot of fuel as well, so he's definitely pushing on for a 6-lap stint. Here, Lennon. 3/4 his overtake left, half his fuel. Just under half his fuel. Unsafe, doing a good job on his fuel. He's also doing well on his overtake. Barely used any. He sits in 3rd.
I think Homer's had a moment.
He has, yes. He's lost about 3 seconds.
Yeah. I was going to say, this time's going to be a 1:59, 2 minutes this time.
2 minute lap, isn't it? Yeah, he's in a moment somewhere at the end of that lap then, so 2:04.
Ooh.
It's going to make to his advantage later on. Meanwhile, Unsafe and is back onto the tail of Lennon. And he's using some overtake there. He does a 56.9. Royston, he's less than half a tank of fuel. Blue Flag's just under half a tank of fuel with about 7/8 of his overtake left. Biggles has barely even touched his overtake yet. Doing well on fuel as well. Jordan sideways at the first. Jordan's used 3/4 of his overtake already. He's only lap 5. Jordan, what are you doing, man? He's closing back in on Biggles, to be fair, so he's using it effectively, but he's burning through his overtake on these medium tyres. Glyn has got just over half his overtake left. He's on about just over 1/3 of a tank of fuel as well. Panda, meanwhile, don't think he's even touched his overtake yet. Just under half a tank of fuel. Switchback has used just under 1/4 of his overtake and is just under half a tank of fuel. Dusty Fossil has not even touched the overtake button yet. Doing well on fuel, as you would expect. Jonesy barely used any overtake. Just under half a tank of fuel. Oh, he's sideways. Well, that might just be his lag. Melvin Norris has really burned through the fuel. Then he's down to nearly 1/4 already. So he might be in this time around. Can't see what his overtake thing is because all this stuff's come up. He is. Oh, his overtake's gone.
He's used it all.
He's used his overtake already. It's lap 5 of the race, and Nobby has burned all his overtake out. Wow.
Was he using it trying to get out of the wall?
I think he might have been. Jesus Christ.
Right. Oh, good. I was about to say Homer's got even less fuel than Nobby, but he is half a minute ahead of him, so.
I might explain why, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a quick lap. He's got back on it.
Oh, he's wide at the final corner, though.
Yeah, compromising a bit. 55.
5-3.
One more lap, and then he'll be in.
I think he'll be in this time around.
I think the others are unsafe. Will he get 7 laps?
Yeah, I think he will.
Lennon's now P4.
Another 4th, so he's had a moment somewhere. He's Paul run through at the source there, gone wide. He's lost touch with the front 2, and Blue Flag is closing back in on him.
Yeah. Yeah, Royston's going to struggle to get 7 laps, but to be honest, he might just be happy to get out of traffic. He's going to go for a move on unsafe here for P2.
The slipstream around the outside, and it's a Ridgeline Lubricants 1-2.
Ooh.
What happened to Lennon Fever? Oh, we don't know. Lap time was 59.2, so he's had a moment somewhere.
Right. Royston's finally got some clear air just as he's about to run short on fuel.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate. He's
made his way through the pack at least, so he's put himself into contention. And of course, he'll be out on some fresh tyres in a moment. A bit of a wobble there at no-name corner. So still very much there. Blue Flag now all over the back of Lennon again. Biggle's not far away either. It's happened to Jordan. He slipped back by. Oh, he's in the wall at no-name. Panda, I think, is going to wrap him up here as well. Jordan's fighting with the grass. Switchback's recovered to P10 after his opening lap spin. So Levi routes cars together in 9th and 10th. With Fossil, got a bit clearer now in 11th. Jonesy had a solid run last time at Watkins Glen, and has had a bit more challenging opening stint here.
Here is Homer into the pits.
So over them boxes. Royston, who's got unsafe all over the back of him. Now,
I think
do without unsafe being on the outside of him here because he needs to go into the pit lane, I assume. No, he's doing another lap.
Wow.
Well,
it's going to be interesting.
That's going to. It's not the red line yet, so maybe he's all right.
Oh, even so. That's a quarter of. That's an eighth of a tank for a full lap.
Unsafe down the inside.
I think he's just let him go.
Maybe he needs to fuel save.
Yeah, just get some slipstream. He's fuel saving already, I think.
He's on the overtake.
Meant to go
He's on the overtake. So look at this, we've got 5 for the lead.
I really hope that Royston hasn't forgotten about his fuel, because he's now on the red line.
So is Lennon, to be fair, but Lennon, so it looks like they might just do all together. Lennon's going to get a double slip from the 3 wide.
Oh my word.
Lennon down the middle, Royston on the left, unsafe on the right. Unsafe's going to hold on, he's squeezing Lennon to the edge. Wow. Wowee. Using the double slipstream there. It's a great effect. Nearly split the pair of them, but Unsafe holds on and retakes the lead.
Homer's out in P10 with plenty of clear track ahead of him. He's got another 4.5 seconds to Jonesy, who obviously will be in this lap. So,
what's that noise in the background? It's blue flag again. Blue flag's another drama at the no-name corner. All the leaders then on the red line. Yeah, Lennon and Royston are about the same.
I'm pretty convinced they're going to run out of fuel.
They're going to be very, very close, aren't they?
Especially Lennon. Royston's obviously fuel safe around the lap. Lennon just hasn't bothered.
Wow! Lennon. Cat-like reflexes there to save that one. A few clenched arses there. There's another one then as well. Lennon probably just let her. Oh, Biggles is round. A pull threat. 360 no scope.
Biggles,
no, he's 720 no scoped it.
He's not got all the way around as well. He's going to have to wait and. Ooh.
Oh, shame for Biggles there.
Lennon's run out of fuel on the run down to the bus stop.
Oh, Lennon's out of fuel.
Royston's still going. No,
Royston's out as well.
Oh god.
Blue flag's got some.
They've made it in. Yeah.
Made it in. Oh, no, Royston did have some left. He had 2 left.
I think he slowed down so he didn't clobber Lennon. I think.
So Lennon ran out. Panda had none. Switchback's got 2. Biggles is in. He's got none. Dusty Fossil's got 1. Jones has got none. Everybody running it down to the absolute fumes here at Homer then.
Lennon ran out of fuel just in time to park it at the bus stop, so Royston couldn't get through.
Cunning plan. Yeah. So Homer then will come round and retake the lead. Well, what is the gap going to be? And who is going on to what tyre behind him?
Blue Flag's made a smart move here. He's going to get out ahead of Lennon and Royston because he's not changed his hard tyres, whereas the others have.
Unsafe's out.
Lennon's.
And he's fueled, interestingly, unsafe.
Blue Flag's going to be. Oh.
Glenn's doing another
interesting.
Lap, How's Glynn got half a tank of fuel? Is he pitted?
I mean, he's out in 3rd. He's not changed. He must have pitted.
Well, he's got more medium tyres. They're not going to last. I'm very confused about what he's doing strategy-wise. I'm not going to lie.
A second very short medium stint.
We'll keep an eye on him.
He obviously feels he can't get a 2-stopper out of it because he's done his 7 laps. Maybe he's doing another 3 or 4 laps on the mediums and then coming in for the hards.
The Royston going to snap through Lecombe there, and Lennon all over the back of him. As you said, their blue flag has jumped them by not changing his tyres. So was that an inspired move?
8 seconds to Homer as well. It could well make the difference for him. 8 seconds to unsafe, and then another 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds back to blue flag. So
is the double slip the hardest way to go? We'll find out because Royston obviously changed his tyres because he started on the mediums. Lennon on the hards, he has changed his hards, so he started on the hards as well. So he's the one to watch. I'm not going to
lie, I think the 1 1/4 stint on mediums might be the way to go.
Well, we'll see. We will see. Biggles then, after that drama, down in P11. Well, what do they? Jones in 12th, Joker in 13th, Nobby in 14th. Homer's lead is 7.4 seconds. Of course, he's now on his fuel-saving stints.
I think Unsafe might still have a shot here.
Of course, he's got his medium tyre stint to come. So he will be using them to the same effect that Homer did. So Homer has got less than a quarter of his overtake left already. So he'll probably be saving that for later on when he needs to defend. It is closing ever so slightly. Although Homer's had a better run through Lecoon. So he's got to back out a bit of a twitch there for Unsafe as he gets on the overtake.
Oh, Glynn's in the wall.
Oh no. Those rear tyres are looking very second hand.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's probably just starting to lose a little bit of grip there as blue flag goes through. Panda's got ahead of Lennon, meanwhile, in the battle for P6.
Made his way slowly back up after his earlier struggles, and he's on the mediums, but making ground.
So, why not? To good effect, closing in. He's now all Royston's wide there, and Panda's going to wrap him up immediately. Through he goes.
That gap at the front's
Ooh.
slowly coming down.
They caught one of the bollards there on the exit of Piff Path, and you don't want to be touching them in these cars, especially the one here at the Paul Frere corner, because that one will absolutely bin you.
He's pushing hard as Panda.
He's going to use these medium tyres, so I imagine this is going to be his shorter stint as well. Goes down on Glynn. Still persevering with those very, very second-hand medium tyres. I'm going to see him pit again soon. Here and one more lap.
Yeah, we'll get them one more.
They're very, very slippery, I imagine. Lead gap is holding. Unsafe. So last time was a 56.8 for Homer, 57.4 for Unsafe.
Graham wants to know, Glynn on the 3-stop. We don't know what Glynn is doing, Graham.
No idea.
No idea.
It's not a strategy I'm personally doing this week. So
he stopped on the mediums, put in half a tank of fuel, and came out on the same mediums. So no idea. We'll have to find out.
See Pac-Man using this experimental strategy for tomorrow. Sean's taking notes already, I can tell.
I'm going to try to do the whole race on the mediums. Pull a Nobby Norris.
So then Biggles is going to 10th. Jonesy's 11th. Jordan behind him.
He's got another penalty.
Oh, another penalty. Of course he has. It's obligatory at this point.
Yeah.
Going 13th. Did not run the strategy with the team beforehand. Clearly not. Either that or they're just playing dumb, Graham. We're not sure. Could all be it's all mind games. And then on the back of Glynn, they're going to Piff Path. And you imagine with much fresher medium tyres, he should make fairly short work of him. Glynn holding it off still. What Panda needs. Come out of Paul Frere corner. I imagine Panda will just get into the slipstream here, and he should be able to just draft by. Again, doing a good job of holding him off here. He's coming towards Blanchimont. And the Jinx to the outside. He's got a good run there. I imagine he's probably got more grip on the brakes. He's going to have to go the long way around if he wants it.
Oh dear.
Oh, no. The pits, doesn't he? Oh no, Panda's got on the wrong side. And Royston takes full advantage there. I can see that coming a mile off that as well.
Yeah.
Panda then having to retake Royston around the outside of La Source. Royston's they've got to park on the apex. Barney with a bit of love for his teammate there, holding back Lennon. He might have fancied to be one of the favourites here, but not being able to cut through the pack. He now finds himself mired in traffic. I say traffic, it's quick traffic. It's Panda to the outside of Royston, using a bit of overtake. Royston will probably just drop in behind it. Yes, he does. Quickly flying into Lake. Oh, Lennon's wide. In the dirt, yeah, he's wide again. A bit of dirt on the tyres. That is the downside of these super formula cars. They've got bags of grip on their own, but as soon as you get the dirty air on that nose of that car, they do struggle to turn in. So you've got to be very careful when you're following somebody closely through the twisty bits. Up front, the lead has come down ever so slightly than Homer, 7.6 ahead of Unsafe. His lap times are good, 56.4. Last time for Homer, 57.3 for Unsafe. Unsafe is on a personal best this time around.
He's doing the fuel saving again. Unsafe. He came out with less fuel than Homer did.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy.
Yeah, but it seems to be working for him at the minute.
Like making solid progress back through, and we had that spin on lap 1. He's up to 7th. Now got Lennon in his sights. Looking solidly in the low 57s. Boston now in 8th, and he's quietly picking up places as well. Got Biggles behind him, who's recovering of course from that spin just before the pits. Jonesy now in 10th, Jordan in 11th, Joker's 12th. And Glynn behind him, who's finally got off those very worn medium tyres and come out on some fresh, fresh hard tyres. Second Ferrari, making his way through Piff Paff. The lap times last time, 57.2 for the race leader, 57.2 for Unsafe Release, and so they are now on equal pace. Gap is 9.2, there's change further back, who's just gone down there to Lennon. Lennon's had a problem out of the source, he's down to 9th.
Oh dear.
He's gone wide there over the runoff and spun around. Oh, he's lost a handful of places there. I've got Jonesy closing in rapidly as well. Former
Biggles makes the move on Dusty Fossil.
From him into Lekum. I just noticed there's a bit of a haze in the distance there, and otherwise still sunny over this part of the track. If you sort of look over towards where the start-finish rate is from this point of view, it looks a little bit murky.
Ooh, go on, give us a bit of rain.
Still shadows on the circuit. You see blue skies there, but that side, look, a bit of mist in the air. So let's see what goes on there. Then Homer then has extended his lead. It's now 10 seconds again.
Yeah, I think Unsafe tyres might be starting to go off just a little.
Yes. So the advantage is the time he pulled back by not changing them. Is that now just starting to hurt him a little bit?
Which is still not a bad lap. I think Homer's just speeding up.
57.3 Unsafe is again solid, but yeah, 56.1 from Homer. That is a very good lap on those hard tyres. He is now getting towards the end of his stint then, so he has 6 laps this lap, so this will be his 7th lap then, so you imagine he'll be in at the end of this lap. Perhaps so, Derek, yes. Maybe if it does rain, he would have been a massive stroke, because obviously he'll have the advantage, but of course it depends where the rain falls and where he is on circuit. If he goes past the pits and then it starts to rain, you might not be thinking that. It's definitely getting darker.
A lottery, isn't it?
It's definitely darker. The sun's gone in. So Unsafe is on the red line. Now that's a lap early. To pit this lap. I thought he was.
Well, he did short fuel, didn't he?
Oh, he did short fuel. Yeah, of course.
I think he's just planning to come in and then do the next 7 laps.
I would have thought his lap times might have been a little bit. I thought his lap times might have been a bit quicker then if he was just doing a short stint.
Maybe still fuel saving.
Well, he just filled the tank then and just pushed for 6 laps, but
9 seconds, 9.5 seconds. So he's clawed a little bit back again.
Panda meanwhile has now caught blue flag, so he's making full use of his medium tyres. Gets so much more grip out of Poo on. He's round the outside on the brakes, makes the move up to 3rd, goes Panda then, so it's Milka 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, this is not out of reach for Unsafe by any means. He only needs to do sort of 2 seconds a lap.
Yep. Into the bits then comes Homer, so Homer boxes. Unsafe will be in as well. So we had 2 litres left, Unsafe has got 2 litres as well. Panda's got another lap of fuel in, so he'll be going round again.
I doubt Homer will be changing his tyres, so that'll gain him a couple of seconds.
Let's have a look. In he comes. No, he is. He's changing tyres.
Oh,
Of course, unsafe will be as well because he's going on to the mediums now. It's getting noticeably darker. Oh, blue flag there. Very nearly tagged the back of Panda at the source.
Panda and blue flag will be praying for the rain to turn up this lap.
Switchback has caught Royston meanwhile. He's done the hard. Zach is as well. They head down towards Eau Rouge. Zach's all over him already. If I just get the move done into Eau Rouge.
Oh. I think Royston might be fuel saving again. He's playing with fire once again.
Yep. So Royston on the red line. Zach goes through.
He's
definitely fuel saving. He's only doing sort of 170 miles an hour. You burn to like 176, 7 down there. Yeah, Graham's just pointing out Zach's lap times. Look at that. Since lap 9, 57.9, 57.2, 57 flat, 57 flat, 57.5. Very quick and consistent laps there from Zach on these hard tyres.
I was just looking at the difference a full tank of fuel makes down that straight. Lennon was doing, because Homer came out right under the rear wing of Lennon as he came out the pits, but up the straight, Homer was doing 169, or to Lennon's sort of 178, 179.
Yeah.
And that's purely how much fuel is in the car.
Homer's come out in a bit of traffic there. It's not ideal. He's got Lennon in front of him, but he's got Dusty Fossil and Jonesy behind him. He's unsafe. He is 7 seconds behind Jonesy. But he's got some clear track.
I could see Dusty potentially making a move on Homer, like down the back straight with the speed advantage he's going to have.
He's a bit quite light on fuel.
He's
at the moment there. Oh, and Jonesy to the back of him.
Oh, hello. I think he lagged into him nearly.
Off a smoke. Whether he survives. I'm not sure if Dusty Fosil's just got dirty air there. Maybe he just had to just lift ever so slightly. Jonesy's about 7.5 second penalty.
Panda's in.
And the pits on the lead. Blue flag's in as well.
4 fuel.
4 litres of switchbacks in. Royston's in. Has Royston run out of fuel? Biggles is in as well. Lennon's in. And they're coming round then. In goes Dusty Fossil. In goes Jonesy. So that will give unsafe then. A clear track now. Where does blue flag filter out? And Panda, relative to him, I think he'll clear them comfortably.
Yeah, I think he's alright. They don't need a full tank of fuel, but he's still going to clear them. And the gap to the front is 7 seconds.
They've just pointed the sun, the shadows are back out again, so it looks like the sun has burst through. Leonard, what a shit show this is. Alright, the gap is 6.8 seconds then, unsafe to Homer. We're on lap 15 of 20.
Oh, that's doable.
That's very doable. And we're having to do a bit of fuel save on the hard tyre. Now, unsafe, the only downside here is that Unsafe's got less fuel than Homer, so he's going to have to do a bit of fuel saving as well.
Yeah. Blue flag
quicker tyre, so he should just naturally cruise up to the back of him.
Yeah, blue flag should easily clear Panda.
Yes.
As well. Potentially even Zach could come back at Panda for P4. What will be P4?
Williams in 6th again on his alternate strategy. Whatever that is.
Oh yeah, he's not going to get to the end, is he?
He's going to have to pit again. I think there's going to be a splash there, isn't there?
Oh no.
Royston and Biggles. Lennon's in 9th. Boston 10th. Jonesy is 11th. Jordan's in 12th. Luke coming out the pits. Now on the set of mediums. Marvin Norris on his way. Crosses the line. Unsafe then on the overtake.
Yeah, he's got to save a bit of fuel at some point, doesn't he? He might want to save it now and then push towards the end. I don't know. Ooh.
That's a solid lap there. Unsafe doing 55.9, however.
Biggles is cruised past Royston on the overtake. He's saved quite a bit of it and he's made good use of it now. So he goes through to P7.
Oh!
Oh, hello.
Royston, I think, caught the grass of the braking zone there, very nearly speared the back of Biggles, did really well to avoid him. Oh, but Lennon not so lucky. He's on the curb on the outside, and Lennon Got a little bit closer. There's contact there. Dear. Everybody survives though. Yeah, Royston there very nearly had a massive. He's gone wide at Lasource. He's going to go out to the run off here, and Leonard's going to get him here, I think. It's not here, then onto the Kemmel straight. He's right under the rear wing. And on the medium tyres, Royston on the hards. This should be a fairly no-brainer. So by Rouge and ready, on we go. Lennon pops out the slipstream. Side by side using a bit of overtake. He's not got much of a run though, but he should still clear him, and then he should get him on the brakes really. How racy is Royston feeling? Not that. Oh, Lennon's gone hot though, very hot. But he gets it stopped and takes P7. So what are the battles? Well, Panda is still ahead of Blue Flag. Interestingly,
not for long.
A really good job there. So far, Blue Flag is getting closer and closer, and Zach in the background is getting closer and closer as well. Charging now. 50 Fossil and Jonesy, both on medium tyres, are now catching Royston as well. So Royston might be looking in his mirrors again soon. So the gap up front still 5.4 seconds then for 56.4 from Homer.
Yeah.
And Unsafe matched him. 56.5. Yeah. He lost the 10th that lap then, so Unsafe is not making the time up he needs.
I think he's just had an off lap there because he did a 1:55 the lap before. Yeah, he needs to do more.
To do more than Panda still in third, still holding off Blue Flag. Doing a really good job here. Flag's not been able to use as many times as Zach is just getting closer and closer as well in fifth. Oh, I think the move's on there. Said he's doing a really good job. He's run wide at La Source, and Blue Flag is through. Yeah, they were saying big shout out to Zach there for his recovery. He has done superbly there, backwards on lap one. Looking at potential fight for the podium here. 2 cars ahead of him are there. It's 1 second behind him and Panda. There's Panda on the hard tyres. So if he can get into a position to make a move, he should make it fairly easily. Because then whether he can catch and pass Blue Flag, but
Royston's struggling now. He's the only one. Royston's the only one of the cars around him on the hard tyres. He's now got Dusty Fossil catching him, and Jonesy's not too far behind either.
Lenon's pulling away, but not much. Zach is on the 53.5.
Wow.
That is a very speedy lap there.
That's
just spotted there. What a lap that is from Zach. That is quick indeed. He is catching. And of course, he's now in the dirty air of Panda, so he needs a bit of a straight here where he can pull in. So he'll close in through this section here. The tyre advantage. Can he get into the slipstream?
It is not happening for Unsafe Release.
No, he's not pulling in any time. I think it's the fuel. I think he needs to save fuel. That's the problem. So he can't really unleash those tyres. Well, Homer, of course, just did 6 laps, so he just blitzed it.
Yeah.
Unsafe could have done with doing an extra lap on his hards. He's just on the personal best, but 55.8. And then Homer did a 55.7. Oh, Homer, however, almost lost it at La Source. Blue Flag then sets personal best, 54.9. Just swimming back towards switchback then. Biggles in a bit of no man's land in 6th. Then he's got his half-second penalty, but he's got a big gap there. But now Royston has got both Dusty Fossil and Jonesy all over the back of him. Jonesy's now looking at Dusty Fossil. Simbeeman versus Penske. Good news is for Penske that they are allowed to use the push to pass in this race.
Panda's using his overtake to try and stay away from Zach, but he's going to have so much to do.
Zach is so much quicker through Lacoum. Look,
yeah.
They're now in the dirty air. He had a big understeer wash there on the exit of Lacoum. Just dropped back a couple of car lengths. Some different lines there, trying to get a bit of air on the nose of that car. Get himself the grip.
Oh, Dusty Fossil tried to fend away past Royston. He might get him now. They're side by side.
Oh, leans on him around the outside of Lacoum. Yeah. Good move there. What a move that is. On the outside.
Oh!
Royston goes in hot. And Jones is up the inside.
I think.
Is there a touch there? I didn't see a touch.
I think Royston might have got a bit of a push, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. He just went a little bit hot there. Maybe, I think maybe dirty air. from Dusty Fossil. Maybe just tried to turn in and the car just was like, no. The lead is down to 5.2, but it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Not enough there. So Homer's done a really good job there managing this one then. So that appears to be the strategy.
Well, I think it's the strategy if you can do 55s on hard tyres.
Yes.
Fuel saving seems to be out, so yeah.
54.3 from Blue Flag, another personal best from him. And then meanwhile still holding off Switchback around the source.
Switchback's not got any overtake left either.
No, he's used it all.
He's
got a quarter of his left and he's on the penultimate lap, so he can afford to burn that now a little bit. Switchback at this point will be needing a mistake somewhere. In a bit of no man's land. Dusty Fossil now has pulled away from Jonesy, who's got himself a half-second penalty. Weston's strategy has not quite worked out for him, unfortunately. There, just slipped backwards there as the medium tyre runners behind him have just come and passed him.
Zach's had a moment somewhere. 4 seconds back now. So it could be Panda safe into P4. Unsafe's finally stepping on the gas a little, but it's going to be too late.
Too late, I'm afraid. 2 tenths up on his best time. Yeah, 55.8 on the medium tyres, while you've got people doing 53s.
Mm.
I don't think he's going to be able to pull 4 seconds back in a lap.
No. Should gear himself up for a monster lap.
Fuel position's about the same between the two drivers up front. .6 versus 55.1. So to be fair, he has got the hammer down a little bit.
Yeah, it's good, but he needed to do it.
That
2 laps earlier.
54 ones really.
You never know, he only needs 1 mistake from Homer.
Dusty Fossil's only 1.6 seconds behind Lennon here. So
Yeah.
let's not get into the groove tonight. I
Yeah.
expected him to be at the sharp end, but little errors. 56 flat is not the sort of lap time I'd expecting him to do.
No.
On the circuit he'll know quite well. Royston meanwhile's got back ahead of Jonesy, so I don't know if Jonesy's had a moment as well as serving that penalty. He's got a lap to try and rectify that position swap. Glyn meanwhile is closing in on Jordan. Battle for P. Mikey. 3.3 the gap up front, but that's more than enough for Homer. He's catching Lennon as well. Keep an eye on the battle at the front. It's down to 3 seconds, but that's still 2.7.
Not enough corners left.
Bags the time out of him, but he could have done with doing this a lap again.
Yeah, he's hammering the overtake now. He's got little left. And we're on to the final part of the lap. 2 seconds. It's not going to be enough unless Homer just forgets the brake for the bus stop. Oh, he's flying. He is absolutely flying. 1.2, 1.1. He's run out of time though. He's run out of time. Has he run out of fuel, Homer?
No, he's still got fuel, but it's close.
Wow. Where's that come from?
He's
out of overtake now. I think Homer's going to hang on.
He's indeed just by the skin of his teeth.
Is he just...
Homer wins just from unsafe release. Wow, what a final lap from unsafe.
Taunting him there.
Absolutely. Blue Flag's going to come across to P3. Solid drive from him. For a spin earlier. Great drive from Panda. He'll hold on to P. Oh, he's out of fuel.
Yeah.
Is that going to get him? No, he's not.
Oh, he's got
it. Another tease there. Biggles gets P6 there. Panda out of fuel. Crosses the line. Lennon has just held off Dusty Fossil. He'll get P7. With 54.7 on the final lap. So Lennon's finally getting into the group. Right, the Dusty Fossil gets P8. Jonesy crosses the line at P9, so he did get roasted again on that last lap.
We've got a late stage battle between Glyn and Jordan, who's very low on fuel.
Jordan on the inside, Glyn on the
Here
outside.
he comes. Can he get around him?
Oh,
Yes.
The curve he has, yeah. Glyn wraps him up, but Jordan's going for the switch back.
He's going to switch him back.
Oh, he's had a wobble. It's a drag race to the line.
Oh, it's very close.
Glyn.
Oh,
Jordan by 12 thousandths of a second.
Oh. Right, come on, Nobby. You got 10 seconds to catch up.
Joker's only used half of his overtake for some reason. I'll get on the button, mate. You'll go back quicker. Saving it for us, so he's got 1.5 of his overtake allowance for next week. Joker across the line at P13.
If he fancies it. Yep, there he comes.
And Nobby Norris.
Oh, Nobby. Here he comes.
Starts the night in spectacular fashion. It's the first to start tonight, he's the last to finish. What a guy. What a guy. Nobby Norris crosses the line P14 then.
Ooh.
So it is back-to-back victories in Super Formula for Homer then. He is victorious in that one then by just 0.4 of a second in the end then. I'd say Graham said he was in fuel mode 6 at the end there. Something definitely happened because he lost 4 seconds on that last lap. Teasing unsafe release there at the end, but great drive from Homer there. Did all the work in the first stint. And I realised too late I was on fuel at 3 in sector 3, and there we go, unsafe was in the fuel mixes. That's what the problem was.
No.
So unsafe come home 4/10 shy in the end then. So if he'd have realised a lap earlier, maybe he could have got there. But still, a solid job for him in P2. Blue flag gets P3. Panda backing up his teammate there with a great P4, so good night for the Milker cars. Switchback then, great recovery from him, gets the fastest lap as well in P5. Biggles P6, again, the one who suffered a spin earlier on. Where might he have ended up with that, but not for that then. Lennon comes home in P7. So Tibossel just behind him in P8. Jonesy gets P9. Royston in P10. Jordan there pipping Glyn on the line for P11. And Glyn finishing 12th. Joker was P13. And Nobby Norris in P14. And that then wraps up another evening of GT2 action. And the best thing is, if you liked it tonight, we get to do it all again tomorrow in GT1. So please do join us for that. Thoughts on that race, Sean?
That was a great race. You never quite knew how it was going to turn out.
I didn't expect that ending, if I'm honest. I thought that was wrapped up.
No. I do still question, only Homer can answer this, I do still question whether he was deliberately teasing him a little bit.
We'll have to bug him in the Discord and find out there. But yes, there we go. And so, but yeah, it's interesting. The underfueling now, my practice would suggest that just topping the tank up and just going balls out would have been the way to put it. There we go. So then lots of us to think about tomorrow then. Some strategy tips are out there now. So we will see what we can do tomorrow. So thank you very much to everybody on the stream. If you haven't already liked it before you go, please do so. And yeah, I know Graham saying that he was in fuel mode 6. That might explain the crawl. But again. But that's it from us tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. Please join, I think it's Zach tomorrow and other who will go through the action with you. But from us for this evening, thank you and goodbye.
See you next time.